Hi, I'm Travis McGee, Chief Commercial Officer at Nadex, and welcome to our Tips and Tricks series, where we hope to help you in your journey to become a more effective trader. Now, today's topic, we're going to talk about managing risk, arguably, if not the most important component of trading, and that component which separates really successful traders from those traders who don't last very long in this game. So, for some of you veterans, welcome back, and for you newcomers who may be asking, well, what is risk? Let's spend a little time real quickly just defining what risk is so that we all have a baseline understanding. So simply, if we look at it, risk is almost a comfort level. So risk is something that is very unique to you as an individual. At no point in time should someone be telling you what risk level you should be putting on. That's something that you have to define internally. And again, it goes back to that level of comfort. One of your friends or another individual may have a very high risk tolerance. So if we use $100 as a baseline, that individual may be willing to place $100 in the market on a given trade and be very comfortable losing all $100. Whereas you may put $100 into a trade but have a very, very low comfort level of losing $100. So in other words, it's something that, as we say in the trading world, would keep you up at night. At no point in time in trading do you want a trade to keep you awake at night. You want to make sure that everything you do, every trade you place, you have a defined level of risk. There's a methodology there, and it's something that you're very comfortable with. So certainly for you newcomers, as we get started in trading, we often like to say start small, trade small. So trade a very, very small amount of money, something you're very comfortable with, something that if you were to lose that money, you'd be absolutely fine with it, and you'd live to see another day. So again, very subjective, very unique to you as an individual, and something that you have to spend some time defining for yourself. So how is it that managing risk helps you become a more effective trader? Well, I think there's three individual components, three ways that they can help you. One is that managing risk puts you in control. You want at all times, no matter if it's trading or anything else in life, you want to have control of the situation. You like to feel like you have control of the situation. And when you understand the risk that's involved with the trade, you are putting yourself in more control. Otherwise, you really are just going on a flyer, finger in the air, and hoping that it works out. So make sure that you're entering a trade with that defined level of risk and that understanding of risk. And that's one of the beautiful things about Nadex contracts is they're defined risk contracts. So whether you're getting into a binary option, a knockout, or a call spread, any contract that you get into, you're going to understand what that level of risk is ahead of time. Now, it's also important that you make sure that level of risk is something that you as a trader are comfortable with. Second is understanding that ensures that you have a plan. And we've talked about this in previous episodes. You have to have a plan when trading. What is your trading plan? And make sure that that risk is a large component of that trading plan. Again, the name of the game here is to see and live to see another day. So you want to make sure within your trading plan that you're defining set levels of risk to the downside. So if a trade goes against me, I know that I'm going to get out at this point, and that you're also having defined levels for taking profits on the upside. Make sure that that trading plan's on point, and make sure that risk and that risk component is a big piece of that plan. Finally, make sure that it is your plan. That is very important. It's not Johnny's plan, it's not Susie's plan, it's your plan. It has to be your risk level. Someone else cannot tell you what risk level that you are comfortable with. That is something that you have to set for yourself, and it's something that has to be right for you. Again, we want to make sure that every single night when we go to sleep and that head hits the pillow, that we're comfortable with the risk that we may still have on. We're comfortable with our trading plan and the day that we're about to enter. At no point in time do we want to lose sleep at night worrying about a trade. Is it going to work out? Am I going to lose all of my money? Am I done? You want to make sure that you live to see another day. Now, one analogy that we've talked about previously is Hall of Fame baseball players. They're right 1 out of 3 times. So as far as hitting. So a 300 batting average in a lot of ways could get you into the Hall of Fame. Similarly, in trading, there's a lot of really good traders out there that are right maybe 1 out of 3 times, just like a baseball player. But they're still some of the most successful traders in the game. And why is that? Well, even though they're wrong in a very, very small, defined fashion. They manage their risk very well. They're very disciplined. They stick to their plan. Whereas where this sport, if you call it, or this craft, this profession, trading, can come back to bite you is if you don't have that plan and you're simply out there winging it and your losses get the best of you. And that's where we see traders more often than not end up wiping out their account and they don't live to see that next day. So, as we've said, make sure you get in there, make sure you define that plan, make sure you understand what risk component is right for you, and then finally stick to the plan. Okay? All right, I think we're ready. Let's go out there, let's get after it.